grab a blanket, get a pillow, grab your favorite stuffed animal and cuddle. Get comfortable, but not too comfortable, because today we'll be talking about horror movies, specifically the music in horror movies and the impact it has on you, the audience. Since the beginning, music in horror films have created an unforgettable experience as well as an undeniable connection. It's through the connection that the movie becomes even more undeniably unforgettable and breathtaking. The atmosphere is very important to create a good overall experience for the audience, and that soundtrack builds up that certain feeling in which contributes into the movie's success. It's these feelings of unease that music can provide that really pushes a horror movie over the edge and sells. In a viewer study in the shower scene of Psycho, it was not only proven to be visually frightening for the audience, but also auditorily frightening for the audience. Some people even claim to be more disturbed by the screeching violins in the background than the actual picture itself, reporting that they didn't cover their eyes, but they covered their ears. In a separate study that I conducted, I had a group of people watch the movie Halloween and report back the scariest part of the film. 7 out of the 10 people who viewed the movie reported that it was the music, the theme song, that put them on edge. And when discussing the movie further with those 10 participants, I played the John Carpenter or the Halloween theme song for them to see what their reaction was. A lot of the people ended up getting physically uncomfortable, even causing one participant to visibly pale and ask me to shut off the song because the movie had disturbed them that much. So what does all that mean? Well, it means that well-designed music for movie purposes is as important, if not as equal, as the visual shots. If we were to turn off the music that were in horror films, we would not have the same experience in the fear level that you would if we had the music. Let's use a clip from a horror film called The Creek. Here's the film without music. Now here's a clip of the film with the music. The emotions that were conveyed were certainly different with the music than it was without the music, as I personally found myself confused without the music, and with the music I wanted to lean in, and I was more intrigued and drawn in as to see what the character was seeing. So horror films throughout the years have used their original soundtracks and scores to raise fear in their audience's heart and raise the level of tension in the room. What does that mean for new directors and new horror films? Does that mean that they have to keep remaking the same thing in order to raise that same level of tension in the audience? Not exactly. Recent film directors in Hollywood have been taking a new and different approach to horror films. Directors like Jordan Peele have decided to go through pop culture and take songs that are well known to strike fear in his audience's minds. He's used Redbone in Get Out by Childish Gambino. He's used I Got Five on It in Us. And in his new movie that he'll be directing, Candyman, he decided to use Destiny Child's Say My Name. After releasing the recent trailer of Candyman, these were all of the responses that Jordan Peele got. So the approach of using pop cultural songs and turning it into something eerie and daunting is an effective approach, as it not only provides something that is scary, but it also strikes a personal nerve with the audience. In my opinion, I think that using pop cultural songs is ingenious. It changes the meaning of a song that you held near and dear to your heart, that I'm sure some of you were humming Say My Name in the shower or getting ready, and now it's daunting. That the summer song of 2017, Redbone, is about staying awake long enough to make sure that people don't find you and catch you and get you. That a song about simple drug trading and putting 5 down on a hit of weed is now about finding and killing you in a way. It's creepy, it's eerie, it's ingenious, and it's inventive. And to this day, there are certain films that strike a fear in people's heart, not necessarily because of the visual, but because of the music. People think of Jaws and Jaws' theme. People think of John Carpenter from Halloween. People think of Friday the 13th. People think of Freddy Krueger because of these music soundtracks and the film music scoring. What makes for an amazing horror film? Is it the picture or is it the music? Is it the original soundtrack? Or is it the new and inventive way of using pop cultural songs